In a stunning turn of events, Boeing has agreed to plead guilty to fraud. This marks a significant moment in the history of aviation and corporate accountability. The decision to plead guilty is not just a legal maneuver, it is an acknowledgement of the company's role in a series of tragic events that have had far-reaching consequences. As part of this plea deal, Boeing will pay a hefty $243.6 million fine. This financial penalty is intended to serve as a deterrent to other corporations, emphasizing that there are severe consequences for fraudulent behavior, especially when it compromises public safety. This decision comes as part of a deal with U.S. federal prosecutors. The agreement allows Boeing to avoid a criminal trial, which would have been a lengthy and potentially more damaging process for the company. By accepting the plea deal, Boeing aims to put this chapter behind it and focus on rebuilding its reputation. The avoidance of a criminal trial is significant. It spares Boeing from the intense scrutiny and negative publicity that would accompany a courtroom battle. However, it also raises questions about the adequacy of the justice system in holding powerful corporations accountable. Boeing's admission of guilt revolves around a criminal fraud conspiracy charge. This charge is linked to the tragic crashes of the 737 MAX jets in 2018 and 2019, which were among the deadliest aviation disasters in recent history. The crashes of the 737 MAX jets were catastrophic, leading to a global grounding of the aircraft and intense scrutiny of Boeing's practices. The investigations revealed that Boeing had concealed critical information about a design flaw in the aircraft's Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, MCAS. These horrific incidents claimed the lives of 346 people. The loss of life was a devastating blow to the families and communities affected, and it highlighted the dire consequences of corporate negligence. And now, the company is taking responsibility. Boeing's CEO has publicly apologized, and the company has committed to making significant changes to its safety protocols and corporate culture. Let's take a step back. To understand the full impact of this guilty plea, we need to look at the broader context of Boeing's actions and the regulatory environment in which it operates. The U.S. Department of Justice found that Boeing violated a previous agreement. This agreement had shielded the company from prosecution, provided it adhered to certain conditions, including transparency and compliance with safety regulations. However, Boeing's employees concealed critical information about a design flaw from the Federal Aviation Administration during the aircraft's certification process. This breach of trust and violation of the agreement led to the current legal repercussions. The design flaw in question was related to the MCAS, a system intended to prevent the aircraft from stalling. Whistleblowers within the company had raised concerns about the system, but their warnings were ignored or downplayed. Now, Boeing's guilty plea means the company will have a criminal record. This is a significant development as it formally acknowledges the company's wrongdoing and sets a legal precedent for future cases involving corporate fraud. But what does this mean for the future? The implications of this guilty plea are far-reaching. It could affect Boeing's ability to secure future contracts, particularly in the defense sector, where trust and reliability are paramount. It's unclear how this might affect Boeing's ability to win military contracts moving forward. The company has long been a key player in the defense industry, and any loss of confidence could have significant financial and strategic implications. For many, this development brings a mix of emotions. There is relief that justice is being served, but also anger and sadness over the preventable loss of life. On one hand, there is a sense of justice being served for the victims and their families. The guilty plea is a formal acknowledgement of the pain and suffering caused by Boeing's actions. On the other, there's the sobering reality of a massive corporation prioritizing profits over safety, leading to devastating consequences. This case serves as a stark reminder of the need for stringent oversight and accountability in the corporate world. Boeing's fall from grace is a stark reminder of the importance of corporate accountability. It underscores the need for companies to prioritize ethical behavior and transparency, especially when public safety is at stake. As the aviation giant faces the repercussions of its actions, the world watches closely. The outcome of this case will likely influence how other companies approach safety and compliance in the future. Will this guilty plea bring about meaningful change within Boeing? Only time will tell. The company has promised reforms, but it remains to be seen whether these changes will be sufficient to restore public trust. But for now, the aviation industry and the world mourn the loss of those lives. The memory of the victims serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of safety and vigilance in aviation, and hope for a safer future. The tragedy has spurred calls for comprehensive reforms in aviation safety standards and practices, with the goal of preventing such incidents from occurring again. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. As new information emerges, we will continue to provide in-depth coverage and analysis. And as always, thank you for watching. Quickest News Watermark, your source for the latest and most reliable news.